Wool is the oldest fiber known to humans. Wool fiber is a natural animal fiber derived from the hair grown on a sheep. As an animal fiber, wool consists of protein and a small percentage of lipids. Wool not only comes from sheep but also comes from different animals such as goats, camels, alpacas, etc. China, Australia, Eastern Europe, and New Zealand are the major wool-producing countries. It is a popular choice for knitting, crocheting, and other crafts because of its warm, soft, and durable properties. Of all the major apparel fibers, wool is the most reusable and recyclable fiber on the planet. In this video, we will take you through the step-by-step process of how wool yarn is made, from the shearing of the sheep to the finished product.
Welcome to Textile Vlog. Stay with us and enrich your textile knowledge.
The wool comes from sheep. They grow a wool coat, and once a year, this wool coat is sheared off the animal. This is frequently done in the early spring shortly before they have their lambs. Shearing. The process of removing the hair from the sheep is called as shearing. A shearing specialist can shear 200 sheep a day. A female sheep can produce 20 pounds of wool, whereas a male can produce 15 pounds. Professional shearers will carefully remove the wool from the sheep's body, being careful not to cut the skin or damage the wool fiber. The sheared wool is called raw wool or fleece. Grading of wool fibers. This process involves separating the wool into different grades based on the quality of the wool fibers. The length varies from places to places on the animal. Australian merino wool is 3 to 5 inches long. Wool from other breeds and other animals may be as long as 15 inches. Cleaning and scrouching. Wool taken differently from the sheep's is called raw or gaseous wool. It contains sand, dirt, grease, and dried sweat, which is called swind. The weight of contaminants account for about 30 to 70% of the fleece total weight. To remove these contaminants, the wool is scoured in a series of alkaline baths containing water, soap, and soda ash or similar alkyl. Carbonizing. Carbonizing is done to remove the cellulosic impurities from the wool by treatment with acid or acid-producing salts. The process begins by immersing the wool into a solution of sulfuric acid or H2SO4 that reacts with the cellulose impurities in the wool. After scouring and carbonizing of wool, it is necessary to dry it before passing to the next manufacturing process. Carding. The next step of the wool yarn manufacturing process is carding. This process involves using a machine to comb the wool fibers, aligning them in the same direction. It is done by mechanical driven drums covered with card cloth, which combs the wool many times by transferring it back and forth from one drum to the other as it is passed down the series of drums. This creates a wave-like material that is pulled into long thin stripes known as rovings. Spinning. The roving then is spun into yarn. This process involves twisting the fibers together to create a continuous standard of yarn. This can be done by hands or by using a machine. The thickness and strength of yarn will depend on the number of twists and the weight of the fibers used. Dyeing. The yarn is then dyed to desired colors. This can be done by using natural dyes or synthetic dyes, depending on the preference of the manufacturer. The yarn is soaked into the dye bath until it has absorbed the desired amount of color. Finishing. The final step of wool yarn manufacturing process is finishing. This involves many treatment or processes that may be necessary to give the yarn the desired properties. And that's how wool yarn is made. Wool yarn is a versatile material that can be used to create a wide variety of textiles and clothing, and it has been a popular material for centuries. We hope you enjoyed this video and gained a better understanding of how wool yarn is made. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content.